Hi everyone, welcome back. This week during art class, we're going to be learning about the art element called space. Space is a really interesting element in art. It helps us with creating what we call perspective in our drawings, makes our drawings stronger, and gives a 3D element to our drawings. So as we go into this lesson today, please make sure that you're listening, paying attention, and following along. We're going to be creating a really fun project this time. We're going to be doing words or names in 3D letters. So come on in, enjoy, and have some fun. This week in art, we're going to be learning about the art element called space. Space is a great element to study in art because you learn how to create depth in your drawings and gives you the opportunity to take your two-dimensional drawings and make them appear more three-dimensional in their quality. We're going to be creating our name or a positive word using 3D letters. There's a few vocabulary words that are essential when talking about space, and let's take a look at those first before we start our project. Perspective. When we talk about perspective, we're talking about drawing objects on a two-dimensional surface with the intention of giving them the correct impression of the object's height, width, depth, and position in relation to each other when viewed from a particular point of view. The horizon line that you'll hear us mention is the viewer's eye level, where the sky and the ground will appear to meet. And the vanishing point is the point on the horizon line where the converging lines appear to disappear. In this example that we're taking a look at with the stop signs, you can see that the stop signs, or identify that which stop sign is the closest to you because of perspective. It is drawn larger and appears as if the other stop signs are getting smaller as they move further back in the picture plane. We recognize this, and this is due to the placement of them being closer to the horizon line and the vanishing point. If you take a look at this slide, you can see clearly the label of the horizon line, which is your viewpoint, and the vanishing point at which the converging lines are disappearing. And in comparison, you can see what we talk about when we talk about the worm's eye view and the bird's eye view. We're going to be creating 3D letters today. And as we do this, we're going to be using a horizon line and a vanishing point to help us with the perspective of our 3D letters. So notice we used all three of those vocabulary words that we've introduced to you. As you watch the next part of this video, it's going to be a tutorial showing you step by step how to draw all of these things in your picture. Before you get started, you want to make sure that you have some materials in front of you. You will need paper, pencil, an eraser, a ruler or a straight edge. If you don't have a ruler, don't worry, you can just use the side of a box, or a nice strong piece of construction paper will work nicely. An envelope would work nicely, anything that will help you draw a straight line. And then you're going to need to use your name, or you can use a positive word for your project. And optional today, if you have markers, that's great. You may want to use those. Colored pencils or crayons will also be great to decorate your project when it's finished. In this video, we're going to be going over how to create 3D letters. As we go through the video, please make sure that you pay attention to all the steps. Feel free to write down notes if you need to as you go. Feel free to rewind the video and rewatch any portion of this video that you feel like you need. Step 1, use your ruler or straight edge to create two guidelines towards the bottom of the paper. Your letters will be placed in between these guidelines. Step 2, write your name or your positive word in between your guidelines using capital letters. Step 3, create an outline around your letters to form your block letter. Step 4, if you have a Sharpie or a marker, trace your outlines. If you don't have a Sharpie or marker, you can darken your lines with a pencil. Step 5, erase your original letters. Step 6, add your vanishing point at the top center of your piece of paper. Step 7, draw your converging lines from the edges of your letter to your vanishing points. Make sure you don't miss the round edges. The next step is to add some color or value to your picture, and I'm going to show you lots of examples of different ways you can add color, but I would like to show you how to use a pencil to add value, because some of you might just want to add the value with pencil by itself. To add value to this picture, you want to work in one small section at a time, and you want to go, the darkest color would be the closest to you, the lightest being the farthest away. So if you start adding value, like I'm going to start right here using the same pencil I just drew with, as I'm closer to the edge of the letter, I'm going to push harder. As I move farther away from the letter, I use a softer press. I'm not going to worry about my grains or my lines. I'm going to show you a way to blend this out using a tissue. Just like that. And you want to blend it out and you feel like you have your color layered evenly. If you just take the edge of a tissue and smooth it like that, you end up with a really nice, soft, smooth blend. That is one technique that you can use to create this. Okay, I'm going to show you lots of examples of how to add color, how to add value. You can really have fun and just get creative with your decorative surface here and decide what you want your final product to look like. Here are some examples of finished projects that you can take a look at for inspiration to help you finish your beautiful word or name that you've just created. Now that you've seen some examples and you know how to create your word or your name in 3D letters, it's time to get creating. This project will be due Friday, May 22nd. We would like you to have one word done in 3D letters. Like I said, it could be your name or it could be just a positive word. And then we would like you to add value using either pencil, or you can add color using colored pencils, markers, crayons, and create designs in your background. Enjoy this project. Have a great week. If you need help or have any questions, please reach out to me or Miss Brewster. We're here to help you, or jump on our daily Google Meet in the art room from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock.